Thank you very much, Lucien. You could not have introduced the MGI presentation better than with the touch and feel keyword, so thank you very much for that. First of all, we would like to thank you very much, GraphCom, and Mr. Vasilis for organizing such a great event. We can see that this professional event shows how much of a professional team you have at GraphCom. You talked about the 35 years experience and 35 years experience in your market in Greece. We are very proud to be part between 25 years of this experience. So GraphCom is our oldest distributor, is our oldest partner. We have more than 50 distributors, 50 partners around the globe. And Greece, GraphCom is our oldest partner since then, since 1997. So we are very happy to be here today, to be invited to showcase our technology, but also to be invited to talk about innovation and decorative printing. So, thank you very much. So, what are we talking about today? Here we will talk about innovation, we'll talk about added value, and we'll talk about differentiation. We, MGI as a manufacturer, you see today in this environment, we are together with Konica Minolta, which is also our partner. We are together with HP. All of these are huge brands, huge multi-billion companies that are investing billions and billions into developing printing equipment. The only way for us to exist and to compete in that market is through innovation. And this is exactly innovation and differentiation. And this is exactly the same for you printers. The only way for you to get new contracts, the only way for you to get more money, the only way for you to get more margin is to differentiate from your competition. And this is what, for example, one of our customers that have both the Meteor and the jet varnish was discussing yesterday is, thanks to the fact that I have acquired a new technology, a different technology from what my competition is getting, I'm having new customers, I'm having higher profit margin, and I can bring my business much more forward. What's the point of doing exactly the same thing than your neighbors? The only way for you to get a contract is to get a cheaper selling cost. And this is not the way to make business. So before to talk about all these aspects, before to talk about innovation, added value and differentiation with MGI, I want to talk to you a little bit about the MGI group. So my name is Alexandre Tavernier. I'm Sales and Marketing Manager with MGI Digital Technology. So MGI is a group of different companies that we will present to you today. But as we said, the only way for us to exist in the worldwide markets of the digital printing industry is through innovation. So you can see that 15% of our turnover is invested into the R&D. We focus mainly into the R&D. 30% of our workforce is R&D engineer, working daily into developing new products, upgrading the current product portfolio, but also working on the new and the next generation of product that we will talk about also today. So MGI is a French company. We are based in Paris, but we have different offices. The MGI headquarters is in Paris. This is where I'm based also. We manage Europe, Middle East, and Africa, but also the research and development here from Paris. We manage North and South America, as well as Asia Pac, with our offices in the USA, as well as in Singapore and Japan. So that's how we split the business. You see here Cora Pacmat in Germany. Cora Pacmat is a German company that MGI acquired 100% in 2011. So since 2011, this is an MGI company. And this is today the factory of the MGI equipment. 100% of the MGI equipment and the two machines that you have right there are built and manufactured in Germany, as for the hardware. From Germany is shipped to Paris, to our headquarters for the final IT integration and quality testing to be shipped worldwide. So we are a French company based in Paris, and our products are German manufactured as well as French manufactured to be shipped worldwide. Today we are in more than 150 countries with distributor and historical distributor like GraphCom, but also with our global partners Konica Minolta. Because MGI is a public company, since 2006 we have been introduced on the Paris stock market. In 2006 the value of the share was €5. This morning is at 64 euro. So you can see that some people make crazy money with the MGI share, and it's still growing. Since 2016, Konica Minolta acquired 40% of the MGI stock, becoming the first shareholder of the MGI group, and today we have a global sales and marketing strategic alliance in order to bring our innovation, to bring our technology in every country in the world. Last but not least, Serradrop is the last company that MGI acquired. Serradrop is also a French company based in Limoges, and this is a 3D printing company focused on printed electronics. So here we are talking about conductive inks, we are talking about chipless RFID antenna cards, and all about smart packaging with the 3D printing and the printed electronics. So this technology exists. The concept with MGI is to make it industrial. What does it mean, making it industrial? That means making it fast and making it cheap. So this is what we will talk about, and this is the future also of MGI with the smart packaging. You see, also, as we said, since 2016, Konica Minolta took 40%, so today we are benefiting also from all the resources, all the global presence of such a partner. MGI is 200 employees worldwide with 70 R&D engineers, but the number I want you to remember is that our first digital press was launched in 1991. Since 1991 we are in the digital printing world, and since 1997 we are bringing this product to Greece with our partner GraphCom. So this was a little bit about MGI. What are we focusing on with MGI? We saw that the past 10 years there has been the scissor effect between offset, traditional, and digital in the printing environment. So we have been a switch, a transfer from offset printing to digital printing. However, we have not seen this switch in the finishing, in the embellishment, in the foil, in the varnish, in the embossing. All the aspects that are after the printing, we have not seen this switch yet, because it was mainly on the offset and the traditional. That's the reason why MGI chose to focus on digital embellishment. Everything that happens after printing. So here, that's what we will talk about, and the value of this digital embellishment. Why digital embellishment, and why embellishment in general? Is because printing is a commodity. Everyone prints. Everyone knows how to print with a similar level of quality. So where do you make the difference when you sell a print? Only with the pricing, or with what you do around it. Will you deliver fast? Will you deliver far? Will you put varnish on it? Will you put foil on it? Will you have interaction with it? That's what makes more money, and that's what makes differentiation. So what are the three key issues in the technology and the industry today? First one, and this is on the Smithers and Piera 2016 study. The three main pillars for the printers today is reducing production costs, reducing environmental impact, and adding value for brands via interactivity or innovative decoration. So here is exactly what we are focusing on with our technology. Putting something extra on the print, making it cheaper and making it more environmentally friendly. That's all we talk about with the concept of premiumization, making your product more premium, making your product more appealing to the customer, and this is all about what we are doing today. Premiumization is the process by which the apparent quality of a product can be enhanced using expensive looking labels or packaging. There is a story we like to tell about a toothpaste. You know, toothpaste, very basic product. Colgate in the US 5 years ago was the first company on the toothpaste industry to put foil and varnish on their packaging. In 3 months, they became from third position to first positions in volume of sales, with zero change on the product itself. All of it was thanks to the embellishment and that's on the packaging, because the customer perceives it as a higher quality product, and that's the concept. So premiumization with varnish, with foil, with metallics, with all of that allow us to position its product in higher price brackets, so to sell your product more expensively, to differentiate your offer, and to give the impression of offering higher quality than its competitor. And it's exactly the story of what we have with Colgate. The main goal of enhancement is to attract visibility, to give attraction, to hold attention long enough for the customer also, and to influence decisiveness. We talked about look and feel. The fact that you have metallics, the fact that you have varnish, your eyes will be attracting much longer. The fact that you have the 3D, the raised effect, you want to touch, and you have a physical connection with your product. The importance, when you have a business card, when you have a magazine, when you have a packaging, when you have a label, the importance for the brand owners is time. The more time the customer will look at your product, the more time the customer will be linked with your product, is where it will be more influence to buy it, to purchase it, or to go with it, or to call you after your business card. So this is what enhancement gives to people. We can see that enhanced products, so products with metallics, varnish, foil and stuff like that, were identified 45% quicker by the customer. Enhanced products held attention 18% longer than any other just standard print products. And the average time to identify the product is 2 seconds. All these numbers, your customer, they have it in their mind. That's why they are asking for you for varnish, they are asking for you for foil, they are asking for you for embellishment, because this is the reality of today's market in such a competitive world that we are facing today. Here is another study also made on 400 persons buying habits when evaluating a product. So you see that 60% of people say that the packaging influences my purchase. Shape, color, texture and stuff like that. 80% of people, I often pick up and handle the package before purchase. You have embossing on it. I often assume that fashionably decorative, expensive packaging is an indication of quality and I expect to pay more for it. 50% of the people agree. All of that is just through embellishment. And this is what we are providing to the converter and the printers that you are. Here you see different kind of embellishments that we are covering with our lines of technology, and these are the ones that makes and gives the most money onto our industry. So you can see that you have special effect coatings, UV curable gloss gel coating, tactile and dimension finishings, embossing and foil stamping. All of these applications, which are the main applications for embellishments in our markets, you can cover with the MGI technology. Of course, last but not least, you see another study by Smithers and Piera. If you've been to Label Expo, if you've been to Drupa, if you've been to all these big shows, you can see that the winning technology today and the winning of the future, the technology of the future, is truly the inkjet. Today, with MGI, we have two main technology, and we are lucky enough in Thessalonique today to be able to see the two technology, right there and right there, is the toner technology and the inkjet technology. Inkjet technology is truly the technology of the future, and we see every manufacturer launching his own solution. So, we'll see what we are doing today with the inkjet with MGI. First of all, with the jet varnish 3D series that you have right there, with the small A3 machine, we are doing spot UV varnish. What is spot UV varnish? Is what you see on the screen, to be able to do, I will pass this around, to be able to do this kind of metallic effects and varnish effects on top of the print. So, I give you this. But the concept here is to do it digitally. We have no tools, no dies, no screen, not anything. Everything is made from the file. So I can print one, I can print variable data, I can print prototyping, I can print on digital, I can print on offset, I can print on flexo, I can print on all technology and embellish my product, making it more expensive, making it more with high profit margin, and making it more different than what the competition is offering. As well as hot foiling also. You go to a library today, you will see varnish and foil on 90% of the book. You go to a store, we talked about Carrefour, you go to a supermarket, you will see varnish and foil on most of the application. You look at a business card, you will see varnish and foil on a lot of them also. So this varnish and foil application is very well known on the market and very recognized. So here we are bringing it to the digital world to be able to do it with no dies, no screen, and no tooling at all. MGI has invented this technology. In 2008 at Drupa we have invented digital spot UV varnish. In 2008. Since then we have launched different products for every market segment, because varnish and foil you find it in a lot of different industry, but sometimes the machine can be too big, can be too expensive for such an industry. So today we have launched 4 different machines for the same varnish and foil digital technology. We have the A3 machine, that is the machine that we have right there today in Thessaloniki. When I say A3, this is 36 by 105 millimeter. Spot UV varnish and foiling digitally with 100% automatic registration system. All of them are based on the same technology. It's just a matter of format and different markets. Afterwards, we have the B2 machine, more for commercial printing, 52 by 105 millimeter. And you see all of that, same application, same technology. We still talk about varnish and foil for different markets. Bigger machine is not here today, but it's the same concept. And the last one we launched for the packaging industry is the same, once again, with the P1 machine, 75 by 120. But you see, recognize, application is the same, technology is the same. So today, in 2018, we are celebrating the 10 years anniversary of this technology. And we are proud to have more than 500 customers worldwide for such application. And last but not least, in Label Expo also, we launched also the same technology for the labels and flexible packaging. So you see, you might say, oh, this technology is not for me, this is packaging stuff, this is label stuff. It's not a reality. We have launched a technology and a machine for each of these market segments. That's the remote. So you see, that's the summary. A3 machine for digital printing, business cards, flyers, brochures, menu, book printing, stuff like that. B2 machine for the commercial offset printing world, also book printing and all this kind of application. And then I have the Jet Varnish Evo, the B1 machine for packaging, trade finishing, and all this bigger industrial world. And last but not least, the label machine for labels and flexible packaging. But all of that on the same technology. We can print, of course, on all technology. That's why we call it hybrid. You can print on plastics, you can print on lamination, you can print on digital, you can print on offset, and all of this application, even leather and stuff like that. So here is the 2 machines that you can see today. Is the Meteor Unlimited Color and the Jet Varnish 3DS. Meteor Unlimited Color is also focused on the embellishment, but with an inline printing machine. So this is what we are producing today with the Meteor Unlimited Color, the machine right there. 4-color CMYK digital press that prints on paper, plastics and envelopes, but also that can mix the metallic colors effect with the foiling solution. And the other one, the Jet Varnish 3DS, that you see right there, that's on the spot UV varnish and foiling without the printing. So this is what we are showing to you together with GraphCom, Konica Minolta and MGI. And just to finish, here is a few examples of application, but you see we have a bunch of samples right there. Book covers, food and drinks with the labels and flexible packaging, but as well the packaging. Uncoated wine labels, craft beers. You see, we don't see so well with the light, but we have a bunch of examples to show you. Cosmetics, beauty, healthcare, luxury, holograms, shrink sleeve and stuff like that. So we are here today, we are here tomorrow. Don't hesitate to come by, pass the machine. We have more examples to show you, more stories to show you, and even some on the Greek market. Like this example printed by one of our customers. You might recognize this Greek cognac, so really full finishing, printed offset. And here you will have varnish, foil, and also holographic effect. That's something that's commercialized on the airport and everywhere on this Greek cognac. So please come by, and thank you very much for your attention, and thank you to the